Good evening and welcome to the Indie Voice Show, where artists can listen, learn, and grow with knowledge empowering success. And now, here is your host, singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, Miss Wendy Hicks.
Hello. Okay, there's my camera. How's everyone? I am so excited. Welcome to the Indie Voice Show. You know, I'm back. It seems like I've been gone forever. How long has it been, Mike? Does it seem like forever for you too? A little bit. So, you know, again, we're back and I'm excited about bringing you more informative interviews, some live performances, and knowledge to help artists live their musical dream and move forward in their journey. But not only is this show for artists, it's for anyone who just needs some motivation and some inspiration to keep moving forward in whatever it is that you are inspired to do. Whatever your journey is, and you just keep walking down that path and walk down that path fearless. And we're going to talk about that a little later. So again, if you're considering embarking on a CD project, if you've completed a project and want to know what's next in terms of booking gigs and marketing yourself, join us right here on Saturdays at 6 o'clock on Indie Voice. So the format has changed a little bit, and we'll talk about that as we go. For those of you that are new to Indie Voice, I'd like to welcome you. Those of you who have been my supporters throughout, again, I welcome you as well. And make sure you tell your friends and bring your friends, because we really want to spread the word and get this show, you know, as much exposure as we can. I know a lot of my friends are watching and just want to make sure I say hello. We are also on Facebook Live. Hey, Dean. Hi, Nemeka. I see you guys. So I'm trying to do, you know, both at once. I tell you, technology has even changed since I left, right? I want to give a special shout out to Kevin. Thank you so much for being here. Also, if you noticed the new intro, Kevin, thank you for that. We had Joy do the voiceover. I'm excited. Again, I'm building an amazing team, and again, I support them. So my special guest and co-host for tonight is a young lady, an indie artist by the name of Shay Razor, and her manager and CEO of Iconic Unit will be here, Dan. I'm hoping that they will be here shortly. But anyway, we're going to do what we do, right? So Shay Razor, she will discuss her musical journey and share how companies such as Universal Music Group, Universal Records, Adventures Music, and Canada Records are interested in her. And she's actually she's going to have a performance tomorrow where they're supposed to come out and check her out. And we're going to talk more about that later on in the show. She's going to give us a live performance. I'm looking forward to that. Now, Dan, her manager, will discuss his influence on her as an artist and the deciding factors that managers use to determine whether they want to work with artists, because the role and the relationship of managers has definitely changed quite a bit. And we're going to find out how a little later in the show, again, when they get here. So what we've added is a section called Artist Resource Tips. And one of the things that I found, and I will introduce you to a few things, but one thing that I'm really excited about, it's called the Indie Bible. And I kind of printed it out. Sorry, it's not in color. But so I'm going to read a little bit because I don't want to miss anything. So the new feature of the show, we're going to take articles or information out of this Indie Bible weekly. I'm going to reach out to the viewing audience and ask if there's something that specific that you're interested in knowing, or if you need some advice. The actual editor of this book, David Wimble, has agreed to come on the show periodically to answer questions. But in the meantime, I'll go through, and if I find something at random that I think would be helpful, then I'll make sure I share it with the audience. But let me just tell you what some of the things that this Bible offers. So again, the Indie Bible is a resource for artists. It is an essential resource that will help artists take their music to the next level. It has helped thousands of artists gain exposure for their music. So it has features like there's a bundle, and it's a an Indie Contact newsletter. You get monthly updates. They have, the newsletter has provided artists and songwriters with valuable articles on how to succeed in the music business. It also has directories. There's an online database where, because it's so huge, it's divided by genre and by region. So if there's someone particular, say if you're looking for a distributor in somewhere in Europe, all you had to do is type in the information the specific information that you're interested in, and it will pull it up for you. Again, I think it's an invaluable resource. One of the artists that will be featured in something that I'm offering within a couple of weeks, her name is Deli Rowe. She will be performing live, and she lives by this, and she has been very successful with getting the word out, because not only does it provide information about venues and blogs and distributors, it also, I'm sitting here looking through here now, has record labels. It's just an abundance of information and articles, so I'll make sure I share that with you guys. I'm also going to have a link on my website, wendyrhicks.com, and you guys will be able to click on it from there. So my Have You Heard segment, that has stayed the same. It's the segment where people often come to me and they tell me about artists that I need to pay attention to, or sometimes when I'm researching and looking to invite guests, I'll find people that draw my attention. And the artist that I am featuring on tonight's Have You Heard segment is an indie artist by the name of Frank McComb. Now, I actually had the pleasure of meeting him the first time in 2011 on the Capital Jazz Super Cruise, but I ran into him again this past year, actually last week, and he agreed to come on the show. He will be here next week performing at Blues Alley on November 9th. He has an 8 o'clock and a 10 o'clock show, so make sure you come out and support. But I want to share with you one of his videos, and then we'll talk a little bit more when we come back. So here's Frank McComb.
Y'all get with me. I've got a song, I ain't got no melody, and I'm gonna sing it to my friends, y'all. Got a song, but ain't got no melody, and I'm gonna sing it to my friend. Will it go around in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? Yeah. Will it go around in circles? Will it fly high like a bird up in the sky? No moral. In the back I win every once in a while. I've got a story, ain't got no moral. In the
the sound effects. Yay! And we're back. You know, some things never change, right? I was talking about sound effects when I left, and here I am talking about them now. So you guys, what did you think about Frank McComb? He is amazing. It's like he's Donny Hathaway and Stevie Wonder kind of rolled into one. It's something because Ray Charles, yeah, he is an amazing artist and an amazing spirit. And when I tell you that, I want to share with you. So when I was on the Jazz Cruise, Capital Jazz Cruise last week, I had the honor and the privilege of meeting so many indie artists and musical legends. I had an opportunity to meet Patty Austin and the OJs and Regina Bell and Howard Hewitt. Again, Frank McCombs. It was just a bunch of folk, and I actually captured some pictures that we're getting ready to flash on the screen. But my approach this year going on the Jazz Cruise versus the previous times was I went on that cruise with a mission in mind, and it was to reach out to as many people as I possibly could and allow myself an opportunity to share what it is that I'm doing and talk to them and let them know as far as the radio show, and they expressed great interest in actually coming on the show and sharing their stories and sharing information. And these are just some of the people that I approached, because anyone that would listen, I would, I was reaching out, and it was really exciting. And it just speaks to, and we're going to talk about this a little later on the show as well. It just speaks to not allowing fear to kind of creep in and prevent you from doing what you are called to do, no matter what it is, because the worst that could happen is a no. And if you don't do it, the worst that can happen is you feel like a complete failure and that, you lost or missed an opportunity. And that's at the end of the day, that's really not a good feeling. So I encourage you, if there's something that you are struggling with, or if you have fear in anything that you are seeking to endeavor, just put that aside and just take those steps forward and do what you need to do to make yourself known. So now we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to have two wonderful people join us. I was a little nervous, because we're on Facebook Live, and I'm like, what am I going to do? But that's part of the business and just part of life in general. Things happen, and you just got to keep moving, right? So I welcome you two, and they will be joining me in a second. I was told that I should be talking about this refreshing drink by Lipton in case there are any sponsors watching. Yes, we are available. You can give us a call. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Okay, come on up. back. Let's see. Where I still don't hear my sound effects. Y'all know I like the applause when I come back. Hey, look. My co-hosts have arrived. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now it's kind of weird looking through this, and this is Dan. Hey, welcome, Dan.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. We got our starer for tonight. Hello, Shay. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Look, y'all like, oh, she's bubbly now. I was starting to sweat bullets a few minutes ago. I'm like, what am I going to do? We have this is not only an interview, but this is a celebration. I'm excited because this is, my relaunch of the show. And I'm, again, this is an opportunity for me to stay connected in music. I'm an artist as well, but I'm just passionate about helping other artists to get out there and reach their musical dream. And a big part of that is because as I was growing up and pursuing music, there were so many things that I felt that prevented me from moving forward. Most of it was lack of knowledge, but then some of it too was finances and thinking that it was just too expensive. But it is a cost, but it's not as expensive as people think it is if you have the resources available to you. Yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But let me read a little bit about Miss Shay Razor here. Now, am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, Shay Razor. Yeah.
Razor, okay. So you were a singer-songwriter born in Hyattsville, Maryland.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hyattsville. Woo!
Little El Salvador, that's what we like to call it.
So you're working on your EP under the Iconic unit.
Yeah.
And you were inspired by artists such as Mariah Carey, Brandy, Neo, Missy Elliott, some old school artists. What you know about Sam Cooke?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, can you hand me the cord for the phone? We have people calling in. We have people that will be calling in to say congratulations and hello. And we have one person, but okay, I tell you what, Joy, can you call back in about 2 minutes? Yes. Well, give me 5. Give me 5 minutes. Okay. All right, bye. Now back to what do you know about Sam Cooke?
I know a little something about Sam Cooke.
So you were exposed from your parents, right?
Etta James.
Yes. Yes, and that's where it all began, right? Mm-hmm. They set the pace or set the standard. And that was and is good quality music, and that's the direction that music really needs to go in because it has transformed into something a little different.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't knock anyone's music, but I
don't knock it, but it's different. It's different.
So now let's talk about your upcoming EP.
Well, it's a work in progress. I'm still working on it. I have a title for it now. It's called The Aquarian Chronicles, the EP. It should be coming out sometime in the springtime 2017. Mm-hmm. And because I have like a diversity of taste of music, it's going to be a lot of different styles going on with this EP. So I'm really excited for people to hear it because it's definitely different from what promotional singles that I've done before. Like I really buckled down and focused on like what type of music I want to present to the world for like the first time as far as like a whole body of work. Mm-hmm. And I like groove music that you can just groove to, something that have you thinking, something that can put you in a good mood. Like I write songs like that.
Nice. Mm-hmm. You also have like a pop kind of sound.
Yeah.
I was listening to your music. I went on SoundCloud and checked you out.
My style is majority pop, but I like to mix in with R&B with it. So I like to give it an R&B edge, an R&B twist to it.
So like a fusion of sounds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like if you want to compare it to anything, like something like Bruno Mars. That's like one of my favorite artists right now. Mm-hmm. So I like to do stuff like that.
Now the tune you have on SoundCloud, "Proud of Me," that was kind of an inspirational tune because it talks about your musical journey.
Yeah, it does. That actually I actually wrote this. I don't normally get personal with my music, but that actually came from a personal place. But what inspired that record was I was looking at the movie Sparkle and Jordan Sparks was singing this song, and I couldn't get this melody out of my head for some reason, and I end up writing something at the time because I was going through something, and I couldn't get that melody out of my head, and the words just came out of nowhere, and I just ended up writing to that melody, and that's how Proud of Me came about.
Beautiful song. We actually have a track, one of the tracks of her songs in the folder. If you could kind of play that while we're doing the interview, that would be great. So when did you realize that music was something that you were called to do?
Well, when I was I'll say about 2 or 3, that's when I knew I could sing. That's when I learned Mariah Carey's Vision of Love. Okay. Now, I'm not saying I sing like Mariah, but it was the first song that I learned the lyrics to, and I just kept singing it all the time. So it was Mariah Carey who made me realize that I like singing, but it was when I came across Brandy, I knew I wanted to become a singer.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And how did the union between you and Dan occur? How did you two meet? Let's hear that story.
My grandfather, actually.
Really?
He used to work with my grandfather. And I'm mad because they've known each other for a while. It took me years to meet this man. I could have got here a long time ago. But it was my grandfather. I'm not sure who the lady was, but it was a lady who ran into him. Because every time I go to the studio, my grandfather has to have a copy of the song I just recorded.
Okay.
And so he plays it for everybody. My grandfather was a driving school teacher, so he plays it for the students in his car, and he plays it for people at his job. And so he let some lady listen to it. I don't remember who she was, but she ran across Dan and was bragging to me, to Dan. And Dan hit up my grandfather, was like, "Hey, I heard your granddaughter can sing. Tell her to hit me up." And I was like, "Who?" And I was like, when I talked to my grandfather, I was like, "You had this connection this whole time, and I'm just now finding out about this." I was like, "Oh my goodness, oh my goodness."
So where's Granddad now?
Granddad is outside. Granddad is the one who brought us here.
Well, wait, why is he outside?
Because Granddad is listening to the football game.
Oh, see, wait a minute now, hold on.
This is the football game going on, so.
Is he right out front? We need to call Granddad in here. Because we're going to be popping the bubbly in a few, and we got to make sure that he's part of the celebration.
Oh, we can run out there and get him in a little while, but yeah, he's going to sit in there and listen to
ladies.
that football game.
Okay, yes. Okay. And so then, Dan, now you take up where Shay left off.
He introduced me to her, saying that his granddaughter actually sings, and I was like, all right, well, let me know what she like and stuff like that. So, I mean, it took a while before he got back to me, or before I got back to him, because I was like busy. I mean, they nicknamed me $1 Million Dan. I don't know why, but I mean, it's like I get the job done. So basically, when I got in touch with Shay through her grandfather, I brought in a crew of mine, from Empire Entertainment. Shout out to Empire, and they listened to her and they was like, "Yeah, man, she sound good, Joe. Let's do something."
Right. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's just hold that thought, Dan. Next what we're gonna add is I need somebody to answer these phones. Hello, you are live on Indie Voice. How may I help you?
Hello, Indie Voice. This is Wendy Hicks.
Yes, it's Wendy Hicks. Hello, Joy. How are you?
Hey, honey, fine. I know you're on the air right now. I just wanted to say, first of all, I know I should be there, but I'm over here with my Pinochle ladies, the Pinochle Bad Social and Civic Club Incorporated, playing our Pinochle. But I did want to call in to say how wonderfully well you are, and I hope your first day on the air is just spectacular. And I've loved working with you, your website, and now your radio show, and I know all of the artists will be so blessed to have you on air again.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you too. I tell you, Joy has been a godsend. We've been friends since high school, which wasn't that long ago, I might add. But thank you.
You're welcome, girl. Well, let me go because I gotta I gotta play these cards, but I love you very much, and I'll see you later.
All right, love you too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Now, as you can see, we kind of go with the flow. I'm not a very structured person in terms of sticking to a script. I think it's you get more benefit out of just enjoying the moment and taking
with
it
the
all
flow.
in, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So,
Exactly.
where were we, Dan?
Oh, well, right now, like I said, we was
$1 million Dan.
$1 million.
Yes.
But I hooked up with Shay, and her grandfather actually gave me the address of where she was at, and when I went over there with my crew, again, Empire Entertainment, and we listened to her songs, and they all have their critics and stuff like that, so
Right.
criticize of what she did and what's not good and stuff like that. Other than that, she sound good, so we was like, all right, bet, let's bring her aboard. So, and they was like, Dan, you gonna have to take care of that though. You gonna have to be her manager, man. So I was like, all right, that's a bet, no problem. I ain't got no problems with that. Even though I was an artist at the time, they just like slammed me into a general manager position. So I said, all right, fine. And I've been doing it ever since.
And so, Shay, you are the first lady of Iconic Unit.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
A tough act to follow, huh?
I guess so.
You are setting the standard for Iconic Unit.
Yeah, I'm just go ahead and just take that. Yep.
Yes.
Setting the standard.
Now, do you have other artists on Iconic Unit?
Yeah, we working on some other artists that's gonna be at the show tomorrow, November the 6th.
Pure
Flyer,
Lounge.
Mike, can you show the flyer real quick for the show?
Damo. I got a group of girls called Plush Gang. That's managed by a good friend of mine, Cindy. I got my man Chaz. They call him Chaz Killer. And a Montana gang. Shout out to my man K-Ball.
Okay.
So they gonna be Iconic Unit.
All right. Thank you. Okay. I'm looking forward to this event tomorrow.
Yes. Pure Lounge, 9:00 p.m. Make sure y'all there. Come see your girl do her thing. Because the last time I was there, I showed up and showed out, and I'm going to do it again.
All right. Okay. Modest. I like that. Right?
It's gonna be it's a sold out show.
Wow.
Okay.
So I mean, right now people are trying to get tickets and trying to get in right now, and they having a hard time just getting. They gonna have to buy their way in, basically.
Wow. Well, thank you for my ticket.
And things will make me a little bit more nervous because I didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, I mean, and we got some, people that's gonna be showing up, like Universal Records gonna be there, Universal Music group gonna be there, Def Jam gonna be in the house. Who else? The legendary Wolfpack Entertainment will be there.
So for those artists that are watching and are interested in, getting noticed or getting recognition and meeting with these labels, what is it that you have to present in order to invite them to come out to your show?
Oh wow. Actually, they can just hit me up on Facebook, Dan Scales. If they want a ticket, of course the tickets are like $20.
No, I mean not just for your event tomorrow, but I mean in general, because not a lot of people know how to reach out to the labels. I mean, because they're not going to just accept invitations from everybody that makes offers.
Right.
So what is it that they need to consider when approaching them to invite them to an event to check them out?
Knowing the right people.
It's all in networking, right?
Yeah, it's all about connections, networking. They can get in touch with me through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and let me hear their music. I might be able to point them in the right direction. Might be able to get some things done for them. I just got finished talking to a friend of mine called Daryl Easterling. He works for MTC Empire, which is under Epic Records.
Okay.
Which I'm supposed to get up with him and meet Antonio Reed, of course, the son of L.A. Reid.
Oh, okay.
So I'm supposed to get up with him. And again, the information that I'm going to gather from him, I can actually spread out to other people, and again, it's about their music and how hungry they are.
That, and you just made a very important point in terms of information. Having access to information, that is key, along with being talented and along with networking, but just having access to information. Because a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of people just don't know. So I want to make sure we have an opportunity to hear you sing.
Yeah.
So we're going to take are we ready for Shay to perform? Okay. We have time for one more question. Now, you said people can contact you in terms of, providing information or contacts. What about artists that are possibly looking to join Iconic Unit? What do they need to provide you?
Bio and their music. That's the two main things I actually need.
And your Facebook page is what?
Dan Scales.
Dan Scales. Okay. So Shay, in terms of since you have connected with Dan, how has your career changed?
Dramatically in the past 2 years. Yeah, a lot, because like I had mentioned earlier about knowing the right people, like I've been pursuing music for like 7 years before I got with Dan. So this is year like number 9 for me. So, and it take, like I said, you got to know the right people and you got to have the right connection. It's all about networking, because it ain't about how many people you know, it's about who you know that can get your foot in the door. Because by me knowing Dan, I'm getting all kinds of offers for distribution deals, like all kinds of offers. Universal Music Group. Just recently, Epic Records reached out to Dan about me. Adventures, me signing to Iconic Unit. It's a lot, and it's happening at like a fast pace. Like it's not even a steady pace. So it's like
Canadian Records.
Yeah, American Canadian Records.
Yes,
they're based in Canada, but they're international recording label as well. They actually the first ones to reach out to me. So it's a lot going on, and it's happening like fast.
Now and that brings up another point. As you're talking, I'm thinking about one of the things that can be paralyzing too. We talk about fear of failure, but also fear of success. So have you at any moment just felt like, especially because it sounds like it's happening so fast, have you ever felt like,
I'm feeling it right now.
Are you really?
I'm feeling it right now, because this is like, I've done internet radio before, but not like this. Like I've never been interviewed like this before. So yeah, it's like it's really starting to hit me.
Shout out to me.
Shout out to Wendy. She's my first interview. So if it gets bigger from here, I have no choice but to shout her out. I have no choice. It all started here with Miss Wendy Hicks.
Well, thank you so much. We're on Facebook Live, and if any of your friends or family are watching, or fans, if they want to call in real quick, they're more than welcome.
Oh Lord.
I'm sorry we didn't post a number at the bottom, but
I would say a shout out to my cousin Corey Scales. He's the one that's set the T-shirt and clothing line right now that we're wearing right now.
Yep.
Mindset.
is my shirt in the car?
We definitely get you one. We're definitely on that. We got you one.
I just got mine, so don't feel bad. I just got mine.
We got you one, but I mean, it's all money mindset, dangerous mindset, the Iconic Unit, and we got all types of shirts right now that I'm rocking with. So she's rocking the gray and the gold joint right now.
Okay. Wait a minute. So Dan, I'm sitting here. We've been talking kind of back and forth for over a year, but this is the first time we've actually met.
Yes.
But now, who do people say you look like?
Oh my God.
Sitting there looking at.
I get two of them, actually. I get two of them, but the main one is Jay-Z.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
And you
He was and he does.
That's the main
I'm sitting there and
one.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's the main one right
Yes. Okay. See. All
I've
right.
been waiting for somebody to point that out to him, but I'm glad he already know. I'm glad he already
Everybody
know.
like, why is she looking at him like that? I'm like, you. But can we take a quick break, and then we've got to get you on the mic to sing one of your songs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Which song are we, Mike? Are we queued up? All right. So you can introduce the song before you sing. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. So where's she gonna sing?
All right, okay, we can hear. Okay. All right. Yay! My name is Shay Razor, and I'll be performing for you all tonight. Proud of me. When I wish I was a little girl, I just wanted to sing. It brought so much joy to my life when I felt like nothing. Nowadays I find myself looking for a little hope. Always a song in my heart, just a little something I wrote. Now I'm headed on the road, going city to city. Been waiting for some time now, and I'm finally ready. Cause when I needed you, you weren't there. When I needed you, you didn't care. But that's okay, I'll be just fine. Proud of me, I'ma make you so proud. Proud of me, oh. You gon' see that the grass is green on the other side. Watching me pippin' out in my ride. I'ma put on a show tonight. I'ma make you so proud. Proud of me. Couldn't help but notice you were too busy to hold me down, beating me with your negativity. Almost, I see it from a different angle. You made me who I am, so I guess you're gonna say now. This was a part of it. Tell me anything now, just to get on my good side. No tears in my eyes, I'll be alright. Tell them haters, when I needed you, you didn't care. When I needed you, you weren't there. But I'll be okay. I'll be just fine. Oh, proud of me, so proud of me. I'ma make you so proud. Proud of me. When you see me, Big screen, see me at the Grammys, baby.
Grass is greener on the other side. Watch me dipping out in my ride.
I'ma make you so proud. Proud of me. Oh. Thank you.
Yay! Yes. Oh my! Yes, you got an audience. That was beautiful. I cannot wait till tomorrow. Look, we have time to do a quick set your mind, set your week quote. Can we bring the some bubbly over here? Because we have to get ready to. They got to pay some bills and on to the next show. You can turn that down some. So set your mind, set your week. The quote for this week is, sometimes the hardest part isn't letting go, but rather learning to start over, by Nicole Soban. And basically, again, don't be afraid. Thank you. It's about letting go of your past mistakes and not letting fear overtake you and prevent you from moving forward in whatever it is that you're trying to do. And again, this past week at the Capitol Jazz Cruise was proof positive for me that, again, oh, someone said they loved your song. Thanks, Mitch.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and Tony's like, that's Shay Razor. Hey, Kurt, thanks for joining. Again, just don't let fear prevent you from moving forward, and don't let fear prevent you from living in what's meant for you.
Yes.
Keep moving forward in your steps. We appreciate you. We gotta make sure we pass some bubbly out over to our audience as well. So again, cheers. This is to Indie Voice. Again, did you give my daughter some? Shout out to my baby girl. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, my family. Thank you guys for watching. Mike, thank you. Broadcast engineer to the stars. We appreciate you.
Thanks.
We'll see you tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much. And until next week, love you. Bye. Mwah. Bye.
This is what it feels like to be a celebrity.
Oh, yeah. My life is a gift from you, blessed from heaven, that's for sure. So every day I live, give thanks to you. Oh, I haven't been perfect, and that's okay. And you still show love my way, yeah. Please don't leave me, stay, 'cause I know the sun doesn't shine, the rain doesn't fall, and there wouldn't be a twinkle, twinkle little star. And just like we have winter, spring, and summer, fall, I can always count on you, because you never let me down. You've always been around for me, and my trust for you will never leave. It will never leave, because you know my destiny. So I believe. Every day my faith gets stronger, knowing you're there, I hang on a little longer. Sometimes life gets a little hard, hey. Your times are tough, so hard to bear. I get weak sometimes, I feel you really don't care. But when I open my eyes and look out the window and see that the sun doesn't shine and the rain doesn't fall, and there wouldn't be a twinkle, twinkle little star, yeah. And just like we have a winter, spring, and summer, fall, I can